And we are back with another weekend of games in the Guginga League. We got uh, Michael on the casting desk today. How's it going, Michael?
Oh, just vibing. Gotta cheer on, my what's the word? What am I looking for? I guess for lack of a better term, my brother, gotta support the old
Oh,
Chicken Joe. So
yes. I hope Chicken Joe goes
I
crazy.
may be a little biased, but Oracle's for the dub. They got the entire chicken team ready to go.
I love it. All right, let's jump into the map pool for this week. First time seeing Antarctic Peninsula. Um, I've played the map one time, so I don't really know a lot about it. It's really new. I'm curious to see what people run on this map.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like unless, you're heavily into this game, it doesn't come up super often in your games. And so not like from what I see is most people just run it down mid. So it'll be funny to watch how much these teams have practiced and coordinated and see what kind of strategies they pull out.
Yeah, definitely. Then we got map 2, Rialto, a favorite on Overwatch 1, recently added to the map pool. And then we have a new Overwatch 2 map, Periso, um, which is an interesting map itself. What do you think we'll see there?
Um, I mean, obviously this map is I really like both Rialto and Paraiso.
Yeah.
Rialto especially, I think it really favors snipers, and
Hmm.
for Paraiso it could be the same. However, there's a lot more like on both maps. I'd say there's critical high ground to take. So
Yeah.
whichever team manages to control that high ground is probably going to come out on top.
Yeah. Definitely need a strong hit scan player on both of those maps.
Yes.
All right, with that, we'll get into the teams. Team one, we got Air Force None, captained by Jared. And then your DPS line, they usually change it up, but it's going to be Tanjiro and D-Dubs. Sometimes D-Dubs will hop onto that support role, and Trim will switch onto DPS and tank as well. And then we got J Dizzle rounding out the support line. Really strong team. Only lost one game this season. Other than that, they've looked very dominant. Um,
Yeah, this is most of the players on here were around for season one, so a lot of team cohesion already in place.
yeah, definitely. Very coordinated. They know what they want to run. They know what they can switch to. They're definitely a dangerous team later in the rounds when they can adapt to what you're throwing at them.
100%. Hobby is a very skilled player, and he's able to flex, and he really understands what the win conditions are.
Oh yeah. And then team two, we got Oracles. They've been struggling so far this season, but looking to bounce back. Definitely had some strong performances on certain maps. They're led by their tank player JP Reigns, who I heard is going to be swapping because they were originally going to run Tanner on the tank, who cannot be here today. So they will have a sub running tank, and then they will have Gary and Chicken Joe on the DPS line, most likely. Chicken Joe has been popping off on Hanzo and certain characters as well. Definitely an underrated player. And then Gary is kind of their constant on DPS as well.
Yeah, a little bit of a struggle, I think, with some of the Oracle's players getting online, different issues, but they got a team, so we're running it.
We're running it. And with that, we'll hop into game number one.
All right. Good luck. Have fun, everyone.
Let's do this.
Arriving at Antarctic Peninsula. Initiating match.
Got some beautiful northern lights.
Yeah, so I think you know, looking at the center of this map, it's an interesting. It's almost like an indoor map, in a sense, because the main point is covered with not a lot of sidelights going across. We'll see
Pause, Michael.
on the following maps.
Ready for battle.
It gets a little bit more open, but
1 sec.
we'll see. We'll see kind of what comps these guys are running here.
We're gonna take a quick break. It looks like there might be some issues, and we'll be right back. Just 1 sec.
Initiating match.
And we are back. Sorry about that.
All right,
Ready for battle.
time to see what these teams can come up with here.
Looks like we got JP on the Symmetra.
It'll be interesting. They're doing a little mirror Symmetra action right now. Although Hobby on the Bastion, I think, may do some work here. We'll see.
Over here. Feeling more powerful?
5, 4,
On my way.
3,
We got the Diva
Oh.
into the Reinhardt.
round 1. Capture the objective.
I don't mind that matchup.
Over here.
I play Diva into Reinhardt pretty commonly. Alright. We're seeing the Oracles take early point control. And they actually get the D-Mech. That's really big. Got the wall up too. They seem to be stuck. Let's see if they can press W.
They are just steamrolling with this comp early.
Oracles with a very, very good start here.
Chicken Joe is about to get his first. Well, he got away.
Very close to 3 ults on the side of Oracles. Definitely gonna have ult advantage here. The D-Mech and the Diva early on is so important. Let's see if they can catch out Hobby. Yeah, Hobby falls early, but they trade for Chicken Joe. We'll see if the teleported Symmetra turrets do much. Alright, they commit Symmetra wall, the holding point here.
I really like the Rhine into this Diva. Just because the comp is so brawly already.
It's working, yeah, because the Symmetra also helps keep the D.Va in check quite handily. Creating back a couple ults, though it looks like Air Force None will be recapping here. 45% on the side of Oracles, and they got Air Force None to commit 3 different ults there. So they just about have 2 apiece coming into this next fight.
Looks like they'll really need to use this Blizzard effectively with the Shatter.
Yeah, just got to be careful because Jared, you know, playing a lot of tank, may be able to come up with the E.
Oh, and there's early
By
pick.
D.Va's Matrix here. Alright, a little bit of cleanup by Air Force None here. The early pick does so much damage, and with the Mercy Pocket, it's a lot easier for Hobby to get into positions that are favorable for him.
Yeah, if you give Javi space, he will click heads, and you got to rush onto him immediately. That's when they were seeing their most successful pushes.
So Chicken Joe here wisely holding on to the freeze. We'll see what they can make happen here. I would commit freeze immediately.
Yep, he should use that freeze.
Now that D.Va's back in mech, it'll be a lot more difficult. We'll see.
Oh, he got it out.
Oh, actually got it out. There was a split second there. Looks like they have won, but they weren't able to capitalize. Hobby just managing to click some heads here on the cast, and of course they get the res off. And unless they find a miracle here, it looks like Air Force None will be taking this first round.
Don't know if they can quite touch.
Time for another experiment.
Very unlucky cancel on the beat.
Matrix.
First
And
round.
Air Force None takes round 1.
Score.
Still saw
We saw
Position.
saw an early point take by the Oracles there, but what kind of went wrong for them?
Yeah, it seems like they took the point and just didn't know what to do once they took it. They didn't have a plan
Yeah.
to attack. Like, they didn't have a plan on defense. And if you can take the point initially, you should be able to roll that into a couple more team fights with ult advantage, but they weren't able to do that.
I think maybe they don't know how to take space on this map specifically. That could have been one of the issues. They didn't really know where to set up, and it gave Hobby a lot of room with that Mercy Pocket to get angles and get picks.
Exactly. We got JP on the Sombra, changing it up a little bit, and then Gary on the Ana.
And Jared on the Doomfist, which is not a good pick into it, Sombra, so
No.
we'll see how fast I can make him swap off.
And there we go, Chicken Joe with the early pick.
Very good play so far. We see Oracles actually have pretty good presence, although Ethanol does fall here.
Oh, and Javi needs to die. Oh my.
Hobby getting these picks here. Chicken Joe stalling out on point. Could be big.
Oh!
See? Oh! Chicken Joe falls, but they're trading 1 for 1. It's just Orisa on point. Are they going to be able to cap it?
I think
I mean,
JP's
JP
gonna
can
stall.
still.
He stopped. Oh, he almost
No,
stopped.
did not stop. Very close to stopping the res. That was unfortunate. Very good attempt there. The Oracles are grouped up now, so they could have the possibility to flip it quickly here. Looks like JP is going to be targeting their Mercy. See if they can catch him out. Oh, very early pick on the Quan by Hobby. They commit Nano though.
They
See
really.
if they can actually get in. Now we all know charging in is a death sentence, so we'll see. Yep, okay,
Yep.
that's about as expected. Even with the Nano, with the damage reduction, it's not enough. So Air Force None should be able to get it to at least 60% here. Potentially 2 more fights for the Oracles to pick.
What do you think about this Ramattra switch here?
I think Ramattra's a really strong character in the right hands. Against Orisa, I'm not sure it's the best pick, but it's decent.
Oh, Orisa's anti. They need to burn that. It looks like
Yeah,
they're just focusing the Orisa too much and not their backline. And Orisa's just unkillable.
Yeah, the anti will be critical, but it has to come at the right time. If Orisa has her cooldowns up, every single one of them basically gives her 4 to 5, so it's near impossible to kill her. Have to wait out those cooldowns because they're so strong.
Drew is just sitting behind that Orisa, just heal botting.
Alright, we're seeing the freeze committed by the Oracles. They get the Moira, but they're not able to get any picks off of it. We'll see, it's overtime now. We see the High Noon getting value there. And that'll be map 1.
That'll be map number 1.
Decisive victory by Air Force None.
I think if Oracle's switching things up, though, they can make the next map more competitive. They definitely had signs of life there.
100%.
You're stuck.
Oh. That was a nice last shot. Oh, mid-roll, just doink. Alrighty, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for map number 2. And we are back for map number 2. We have Air Force None in the lead, 1-0 on Oracles, and we're gonna go to Rialto now.
I'm a real big fan of Rialto, but mostly because I like to go a little bit of meme strats. I like the
Yeah.
Reinhardt rollouts, the Junkrat rollouts. I like the funny.
You can definitely do a lot of that stuff on this map, especially with the bridge in the beginning. Lots of boops as well if you want to run that Lucio and kind of camp out around the corner.
Oh yeah, can be creative. So let's hop in.
Welcome to Rialto. Initiating match.
All right, let's see what kind of composition changes we see from each team. This map can favor snipers heavily, and if Air Force None figures that out, we'll see what kind of changes Oracles can make, because dive is clearly the counter to that sniper meta.
Ready
But
for battle.
I do like the
don't
Winston.
know.
You can jump on these high ground perches here and bubble and dive a Widow. But it doesn't-
100%. Winston's pretty good, I think, on this map, especially with the environmentals. Can get a lot of value out of Primal as well.
It doesn't look like we're seeing any Widow. Oh, we do have Trent on the Widowmaker.
We are seeing that double sniper though, so
Yeah.
we'll see if the who gets the poke comp better. I think the Mercy damaged Ashe may do a little bit more work, because I don't believe the Oracles have a Mercy player right now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll see.
All right, let's see if Trent can hit his shots. Oh, it's a Widow 1v1. Oh, and JP!
And JP takes the first blood.
That is
May be able to
huge.
res it. No, they're not trying. They're gonna save the res.
Oh, JP.
And JP gets 2 picks. We'll see if there is the Ana. That's a much more critical res. Oh, and
Oh.
1. The Oracles have really turned it around for this map.
Wow.
There falls, and we got outstanding picks by JP. Nobody expected the JP Widow, and yet here we are.
I guess JP needs to play some more Widow. Uh-oh.
They outnumber us. Watch out.
Trem is coming back.
The cast swap, and they're able to get a really good contest. Although the ball is almost unkillable, so Air Force None will be able to hold before the cap. Need to see a solid group up here from the Oracles.
We're seeing Jared on ball here. That's something we haven't seen from this team.
And gets a very early pick on a Chicken Joe. It's another 15 seconds that we'll
Chicken
need to
Joe
group up
said,
for.
wow, mean. He did not like that.
Yeah, I understand.
And we got a little flank going. Oh no, Chicken Joe!
Chicken Joe dies again
No!
for the ball.
That was more a lack of scouting.
Now, just to give reference, ball has been very overtuned for the current meta, so
Yeah.
we are going to see a lot of that in a lot of games here. I would expect to see them switch off the Zenyatta, though. Unfortunately, they do have trans, but I don't know it'll get the value they're looking for.
Oh, this ball is a menace. I mean, I understand that the Sombra counters the ball, but it just feels like they're missing that one shot that the Widow gave them.
Yeah, I think going back to Widow would be very strong, but
Oh,
it is tough to play into a ball. Looks like they're very split right now. I'd expect to see Ethanol die any second.
Yep.
There we are.
Thank you.
and
Looks
then
like
Bob
the rest
could
of this
clean
team is
this
going
up
around
if
the
he
back.
wanted. But It'll probably save it.
60 seconds.
Oh, Gary with the big pick.
Big pick on the cast. They do get a res there. We'll see if they get it off, and they sure do. JP was looking for the cancel, but couldn't get it off. Ult's committed on both sides. And looks like Jared falls.
Dead as a doornail.
Pretty much
committed
even.
by the Oracles here, as well as Window. Ults on both sides. We have Valve, we have Bob. Bob doing a good job contesting cart. Hobby on the high ground, gonna get automatic value. Of course, with the damage boost from Mercy. And we are seeing a very tough push here. I think there's a lot of components here. They're trying to counter the Mercy, but then they go ball.
This one's ours.
Trying to counter the ball, but then the Mercy gets value off the res. And the Oracles struggle pretty hard right now. We'll see what they can come up with.
Yeah.
Complete.
It's just strange. They looked so strong right off the gate. Right out the gate.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Initiating.
Right, what changes can be made? The cart doesn't need a lot of progress. They basically just have to capture first point.
I mean, I hate to say it, but you know I love it. Torb junk, man. Let's
Oh
Torb.
no, I am 100%. I tell you what, I think when I realized that Torbjorn is a Widow counter, I think my whole mindset around the game changed. There's it counters Widow, counters Ball,
Very good.
counters Sombra.
Yeah.
I mean, Torb counters everything, and of course, Junk is the funny guy. So
Yeah, just throw that turret, get a bunker comp going, and that's all you can really do.
And we do see Chicken Joe actually on the Torb. This is fantastic news. I think Gary and Quan are also strong on their roles, however, very susceptible to a ball dive.
Hey, they listen to us. They're running the Torb.
I would love to see a Bastion, honestly, instead of Cassidy. I
Ooh.
know that's weird, but it's very strong. A Bastion that plays passively and waits for a ball dive,
4.
very
Yeah.
dangerous. Shuts down ball very quick. I do like the Orisa pick though. A lot more sustainability against
yeah.
this comp that gets picked apart when ball rolls through.
Oh!
And we see
Trent
Trent,
falls off the map!
getting creative.
Yeah, look
making
how
that
much
plays.
poke they have. Balls.
Best player on the team kills Hobby.
Hey, I'm telling you. That
Torbs are let's go.
It doesn't miss. Oh, it
It
immediately
doesn't.
switches.
It's impossible.
Jared immediately switches.
We're on our way.
I think that's very favorable for the Oracles though.
Yes.
I think they'd much rather play against a Sigma, even if Jared is a really good Sigma, they'd much rather play against that than a ball.
Oh, and JP.
JP a really good pick on Zenyatta, so that gets the res out. No res for the DPS if they can find another pick, and they do. Hobby goes down, no res available. Although Trent does trade for that Zenyatta.
Nice pick by
JP, very good flank.
He is holding this team down right now.
JP doing a very good job denying the flanks here. Very good angles. And Ethanol holding down point as ever. I like the setup they have. Hobby looking to secure the high ground. But he doesn't have the Mercy with him right now.
Oh, Nano on the horse.
They commit a lot of ults on the side of the Oracles, and it's paying off for them so far. Let's see if they can clean up point real quick. They can. The trance coming out to keep Jared alive is big.
Nobody's on the point. There we go. If they're
Looks like
smart.
the Oracles get about one fight.
Ooh.
Chicken Joe cannot get out. They're so close to trans. Quan needs to not die right now, whatever happens. But Jared's looking to poke him out. Jared's
Tank.
1 health though.
He's 1 health.
They need a trans point now, and they do. See what JP can do while they commit trans. Hobby looking at high ground as ever. Although the nuns are getting a lot of value. Hobby disrespectfully high nooning in their back line, and that'll secure the game for them.
Definitely
Good round.
definitely like that second look by the Oracles. I think
Play of the game.
if they would have figured that out sooner, the map might have gone to a few more points.
Yeah, I think maybe the Oracles are struggling just a little bit to make the switches they need to make immediately.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, going against the ball, they had the trans first round, but they weren't able to get the value out of it they needed. They needed to swap earlier, so we'll see what kind of adjustments they can make for map 3.
Yep, we'll be right back. And we are back for map 3. We have Air Force None in the lead, 2-0 over Oracles.
We'll see if this will be the last map or if we can push it to another.
Hopefully we push it to another.
All right, without further schmadu,
Parisio.
got Lucio's map, of course.
Initiating match.
I really do like this map a lot. It's kind of a... Definitely that second point is different than most maps they've made.
Yeah, second point has a lot of interesting high ground to take advantage of, but even first point, I think this first point is more technical than any other first point in any map they have right now, just because there's so many different rotations you can make. Of course, there's this very tight choke that there's only 2 ways to go through, of course.
Yeah.
But once you get through, you can rotate around point, you can go underneath, you can try to pick out the supports in the back, you have a window over high ground, you have like even the low ground, there's a couple defender rooms that are very hard for the attackers to get into without exposing themselves too much. So
Definitely. And if you want to rush straight to point, they're going to be pelting you on high ground. So you have a choice to make early.
I think Symmetra could be really strong in a lot of situations on this particular map. Doesn't look like they're gonna come out with them right now, but
They got a Widow.
Defend objective A.
J'entre en scène.
and of course we see Hobby in the creative spot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He knows all those little all those little streamer spots.
He watches the YouTube.
Yes.
So we're just seeing a poke battle, which Oracles loses very handily. I think it's important for Ramatra to make use of cover a little bit more.
Oh, Chicken Joe with the big pick.
Phenomenal pick. We'll see if they end up rezzing.
Oh,
That is a
Tanjiro's
support,
low.
so they should.
They gotta push this.
But they shield for the res, and they do
Chicken
get value.
Joe!
Oh, Chicken Joe able to take out the tank, so they are
Oh,
finally up.
Chicken Joe!
Chicken Joe with the highlight reel. Hey, I know that guy. I know that guy.
We know him.
Thank you.
I want to see if he can add to it.
Someone entertain me.
Uh-oh. Are they gonna get there in time?
Jared is able to stall it out on the ball, of course. They got to kill him quick, although he has infinite health, so they are committing Dragon as well. That's interesting, but they managed to get the tank pick.
Dang.
And they're able to hold 2 ticks. I would expect them to swap off Widow shortly, but
Well, who knows? If Chicken Joe has some more kills. Nice
and
pick
Quan
early.
gets a pick on Trem.
It is res.
So they're down res for, what is it, 26 seconds? I don't know how long it is.
So.
Good sleep on Trem. We'll see if they
Oh,
get value.
and they
do.
capitalize.
They pick Trem. JP popping the Sojourner here. Gets
Oh,
value on the
good nano.
Zenyatta. Air Force None has a lot of advantage right now. However, the sustainability between the
gotta
Valk
kill
and
that
the ball
Mercy.
is kind of crazy. Valk and so we'll see if they can catch the Mercy out. They should be able to, but
Capturing the point.
the mobility is keeping him alive for now. Mercy falls. We'll see if they can stall it out. Jared hopping back on point. And they commit Bob just too late, and he's off point anyways, so. Wow, but they burn Bob like that, but Hobby gets the distraction he needs for his highlight reels, so. But it almost doesn't matter. The Oracle's spawn is much more advantageous at this point.
Oh, Hobby bodyguards! Trent! And they
Longest
both
2, they have to res 1, but I don't even know if 1 res will be enough
I
for them
don't
to
know
hold.
why
I think
he
that's just a
tried
big
to
stagger.
Why'd he try to shield that?
I think that res was a mistake by the Air Force Nuns. Once they're
Yeah.
down 2, they should just die on point.
Definitely.
We'll see how far they can get this value, but with the ball, it's just
Oh,
permanent stagger.
Chicken
Joe!
Joe!
Without DPS!
Right when I leave, he gets a kill.
Absolute gamer mode. Jared finds JP, and of course the mine's on point, holding back for a while. Hobby looking for a really creative angle up top. Catches Quan out, and they should be able to hold point for now. Just a little bit of cleanup. Although I don't know if they'll be able to fully clean it up.
We got Ramatra online now.
Ramatra ult being so strong, I would hope that they save it until, I mean, not the very end, but I mean, he falls early. I just don't want to see that ult go to waste. It is so strong in overtime situations and payload situations where the enemy team is forced to contest. So I hope they make good use of it. They do have trance to counter, but seeing as how it goes on for basically ever.
They're taking some aggressive angles.
Air Force Sun getting hyper aggressive, and Hobby's just in a shooting gallery right now.
No one can hide from my sight.
Oracles has sights, and they have 5 ults online, so we'll see what they can make happen.
They need to pop these ults early to get themselves onto the point.
I would expect to see
There we
Ramonda
go.
ult here, and he does. They should transit, but they're at, oh, Chicken Joe and JP popping off.
Hey, you can't trans a one shot.
Stay down.
Jared is able to pick out Chicken Joe here, but I think they have enough. They just have to get on cart now. Air Force None for sure gets another fight at least, and of course they only have trance against 4 ults coming out from Air Force None, so we'll see if they are able to cap.
About time.
Oh,
And
early
Trent
pick.
falls early. They trance to get rid of mines. Strong move.
Oh, Trent is one.
They are very low on time. We'll see if they can swing it back.
With the Bob there, it's going to be hard.
10 seconds remaining.
Bob should just about disappear in time, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to make it back with the ball moving back.
Are they going to be able to touch after that sleep?
If he is able to touch, they get value. Quan trying to make something happen in the back line, but falls. And this should be just about it for the Oracles here.
Definitely a better push than last time for them.
100%.
I mean, it's doable. I would like to see
Even-
the Torb
Score.
again.
Yeah, of course. I think
Switching sides.
with Joe popping off on Widow, it's tough to get the switch, but
It's true.
Tor was just able to get that value. I do expect to see Jared run the ball again, so man, it's so annoying to me. Zenyatta is one of my favorite characters to play, but he almost gets negated by ball in
Yeah.
his current state.
There's not much you can do with Zen against the ball. I mean, the Discord's good, but you're just a sitting duck.
I mean, the best news is that my Anna's probably just as good, just not as fun to play, so I'll just go Anna instead.
That's true. Anna is good. He is going the Torb.
We must all find a cause worth
Man.
fighting for.
Read our minds. And of course we see the Orisa pick.
What are they doing?
Retirement looks good on you, Anna.
Aren't we too old for flattery?
We're still alive and kicking.
Still young at heart, I
Jared
see.
might start off on the monkey here. Good old fashioned Winton.
Ooh, we haven't seen that.
3.
I think with the technical parts of point one, Winston can be very good with the right positioning. So I'll be curious to see if Jared can make it work here. Automatic high ground take gives this team all the space.
Oracles are going to just turtle this point. Kind of forced to.
Oh, and Jared full commits, jump and bubble. We'll see if they can burn him.
Oh,
With a lot of help.
Gets out.
Just about
Just
makes it out,
barely
but
gets out.
It's enough to give Trent the space in hobby. And it looks like Air Force None will be able to cap here. I don't think that the Oracles are going to be able to make it back. Yeah, we see just a little bit more aggressive play on the side of Air Force
Yeah.
None that we don't see from the Oracles.
Objective lost.
They're taking the fight to them.
Stop the payload.
They trade 1 for 1 here. Both poking it out, but of course, they may res. No, they're opting to save the res. Oh, because they're swapping a Reaper. See Trent just getting value here, taken down by Quan, but I think enough damage has been done. And we see quite a convincing take by the Air Force Nuns on map 3.
This might be
Of
all
course, Mark
she
Destined
wrote.
point. And that's the game.
Wow. That they definitely looked good on that Winston comp. And on any comp.
Yeah, very good play overall by the Air Force Nuns.
Some nice Zen play by Quan. We're going to get a member of the Air Force One in here.
Oh wait, no, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, we got Drew.
Yeah,
How's it going, Drew?
you know, just
Or for
getting
people
off the pitch, as they say.
for people who don't know, this is D-Dubs, the support player for Air Force None.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Drew, what do you feel like you guys did well today, and how are you feeling?
What do I feel like we did well? We communicated pretty well.
Yeah.
Just kind of switching things up. Like we put Trent back on DPS, as you could see, and
Yeah.
Jared's on his villain arc, as I was saying all night.
Yeah, so you guys sometimes choose to put Trent on the tank, and sometimes you choose to have him on DPS. What's your thought
Yeah.
process on kind of choosing? Is it map dependent, or just how you guys are feeling that day?
It's a lot of it's just kind of how we're feeling.
Yeah.
We just tried it randomly the first time, and it worked really well. Trent, went off.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of kept rolling with it. But now it's just like something we have in our pocket. If we
Yeah.
ever need, we have that ability to kind of switch people around.
And I see you primarily playing Ana.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking really good on that hero.
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah.
She's become a fave of mine.
As far as the Oracles go, what's something you think they did really well today and gave you guys some trouble?
That Widow play was pretty nasty off the bat. We
Chicken
lost
Joe.
that first team fight. Yeah, they just weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
Just came and were able to pew, and then win a team fight or two. It was pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure they communicate well. They had that one guy, Quan, who was a sub for Addy, I want to say.
Yep. Yep.
And he had that Zen bit on the
Yeah.
last, and out Zen me. I thought I was having fun, but I had to switch because he just kept he just kept picking me. Couldn't keep up.
And then looking at the schedule here, you guys are set to play Catboys next.
Oh yeah.
A little Easton
Uh-huh.
former team rematch. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, Easton's got to be on his villain arc as well, you know. Like, honestly, he's gonna be out for blood, and when Easton has his eyes red, it's
Yeah,
pretty scary.
it can.
We know.
You know
We
because you played with them.
Exactly. He was our MVP last year, or last season.
Yeah, it's true. MVP. Michael, do you have any questions for Drew? Oh, I think he's gone.
Okay.
Well, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You guys earned it, and we look forward to seeing you in future games this season.
Of course. Thank you, Caden.
All right. You have a good one.
All right. Peace out.
And with that, we are done with the game today. We do have some games lined up for Saturday and Sunday this week, so stay tuned on that. But we look forward to seeing you guys around. Thanks.